Hello students, myself Madhvi Parag Mhatre. I am working in NG Vartak English Medium High School and Junior College, Virar East. Today I am going to teach you chapter number 1 of Mathematics 1, that is linear equations in two variables.
In the previous standard also you have studied this chapter with the same name. So you all are familiar with this chapter. Okay, so let us revise it in short. The name of the chapter is linear equations in two variables, and in this chapter we are going to study methods of solving linear equations in two variables. And in the previous standard you have studied two methods. These methods are elimination of coefficients method and substitution method. Once again we are going to revise those methods so that you can use them here in this chapter. Newly we are going to see here the graphical method to solve the linear equations and also the Cramer's method, also known as Cramer's rule. Then the next topic is equations that can be transformed in the linear equations in two variables. What is meaning of this? That the equations are not in the two variables when we look at them, but it is possible for us to transform them in the linear equations with two variables. And afterwards, in the end, we are going to see the application of simultaneous equations or linear equations in two variables. That means we will see how to solve word problems by using the linear equations in two variables. Okay, so let us recall what we have studied in 9th standard. In 9th standard we have studied that the general form of the equation in two variables is ax plus by is equal to c, or ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. You can see that these two equations are same. Only thing is that in the first equation c is written on the right hand side of the equation, and in the second equation c is taken on the left hand side and equal to 0 is written on the right hand side. Okay, here there are some conditions. The first condition here is a, b, c. They are called as coefficients. You know that they are called as coefficients. X and y, they are called as variables. A, B, C are also called as constants because their value remain the same. We cannot change their value. Opposite to that, X and Y are called variables because we can assign any value to these variables. The conditions here are A, B, C belongs to R. That symbol, E like symbol, it stands for belongs to. You have studied this in 9th standard in the chapter sets. Okay, that means A, B, C are real numbers. But here the important condition is A and B cannot be 0. You yourself can check. If the value of A and B is 0, then the equation will no longer be the equation in two variables. Okay, so this condition is important, that A and B cannot be 0. Okay, so I hope you have understood the general form of the equation. You must keep in mind, because whenever we try to solve the equations, we need to write them in general form, and we are following the general form, that is ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, so I will recommend you to keep in mind the first type of general form only, that is ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, now let us see the methods to solve the linear equations. As I said, in 9th standard you have studied two methods. From that, the first method is, okay, so method 1 is elimination method. You have studied this method in 9th standard, as I have said. In this method, we are going to eliminate any one variable by equating the coefficients. Okay, and from that we are going to find the value of second variable. So let us start this method by taking one example. So here I am taking the example from practice set 1.1, question number 2 and sub question number 3. So the question is, solve 2x minus 3y is equal to 9. 2x plus y is equal to 13. All of you know that we have to number these equations as 1 and 2. So let us number these equations. Okay. So the first equation is 2x minus 3y is equal to 9, and the second equation is 2x plus y is equal to 13. Okay. Now let us observe its coefficients. You can observe that the coefficient of x is equal, 2 and 2 both the places. Also, their signs are same, that means they are positive. So you have to think that either we should subtract or we should add. Since the signs are same, if we add, it is not going to eliminate. So if the signs are same, we have to go for subtraction. So think and act accordingly. Okay, so here we are going to go for subtraction. So subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, we get, subtracting equation 2 from equation 1 means equation 1 is going to appear on the top and equation 2 is going to appear just below that, and in between you can see the minus sign, which shows that we are doing subtraction here. Okay, so what we are writing, 2x minus 3y is equal to 9 minus 2x plus y is equal to 13. Now all of you know that whenever we are subtracting, we need to change the sign of each and every term of second equation. Therefore, you can see the change in sign just below the equation. Plus 2x, I wrote minus sign below that, plus y, so wrote minus, and plus 13, so it is also going to become minus. Now consider these new signs. So 2x minus 2x, 0. In this way, the variable x is eliminated. And here, minus 3y and minus y. As I said, consider the new sign. So minus 3y and minus y, that will give you minus 4y. And on the right hand side, 9 minus 13. So we are going to get minus 4. So what we got is minus 4y is equal to minus 4. And from that, we can write y is equal to 1. So in this way, we have eliminated variable x, and from that we got the value of y. Now this value of y we are going to put in any of the equation, either equation 1 or equation 2, but always try to choose the simpler equation. Okay, so let us substitute the value. Substituting y is equal to 1 in equation 2. Okay, so just see what is equation 2. 2x plus y is equal to 13. So in this equation, y we are going to replace by 1. So what we are going to get here, 2x plus 1 is equal to 13. Therefore, 2x is equal to 12. And from that, x is equal to 12 divided by 2. And therefore, x is equal to 6. In this way, we got the value of variable x also. Finally, you have to write down the solution as ordered pair. You know that ordered pair always we write in round brackets, and value of x we write first, value of y we write afterwards. So solution is equal to xy, that is 6, 1. You need to write it in the ordered pair because x has appeared first, y has appeared afterwards. So we need to write in the proper order, that is 6, 1. I hope you have understood this method. Now let us go for the second method, that is substitution method. For that also I have taken one example. Okay, so method 2, substitution method. Here also we will solve this by using one example. So from practice set 1.1, question number 2, I have taken sub question number 2 for this particular method. Okay, so the question is, solve x plus 7y is equal to 10 and 3x minus 2y is equal to 7. As you know that the very first step is to number the equations. Okay, so let us number the equations. X plus 7y is equal to 10, equation number 1. 3x minus 2y is equal to 7, equation number 2. Now in this method we have to choose one equation such that the coefficient of any one variable is 1. Okay, it may happen that sometimes no coefficient may be 1, but if you observe and if you get it, then choose that equation. For example, here in equation 1 the coefficient of x is 1, so we will use equation 1 here. Okay, so let us write value of x in terms of y from equation 1. Okay, so take equation 1. See the equation 1, what we can write down? X is equal to 10 minus 7y plus 7y, which is on the left hand side, that we have shifted to right hand side. So value of x we got as 10 minus 7y. Number this as equation number 3. Why? Because we are going to use this equation to find value of x. Okay, so you have to number the equations in this way, 1, 2 and 3 respectively. Okay, now this value of x we are going to substitute in equation 2. Please note that we cannot use equation 1 because equation 1 already we have used to write the value of x in terms of y. So again you cannot use equation 1. You have to use equation 2. Okay, so substituting this value of x in equation 2 we get. Okay, that is why this method is called as substitution method, because we are taking value of one variable in terms of other variable and we are substituting it and then finding out the answer. So it is called as substitution method. Okay, so equation number 2 is 3x minus 2y is equal to 7. So here in this equation, in place of x we are going to write 10 minus 7y. We are going to replace x by 10 minus 7y. You can observe that after 3 we have put round bracket and we wrote the value of x as 10 minus 7y. Minus 2y is equal to 7. Now the next step is to open the bracket. 3 into 10 is 30 and 3 into minus 7y is minus 21y, and minus 2y as it is we have to copy down is equal to 7. Here you will observe that minus 21y and minus 2y is there, so we have to add them and we are going to get minus 23y. At the same time 30 is shifted to right hand side, so it became minus 30 plus 7. Okay, so if we solve this, what we are going to get? Minus 23y is equal to minus 23, and from that we are going to get y is equal to 1. So in this way, by substituting the value of x we got the value of y. Now we can use equation number 3 which we have seen there, and in that by putting the value of y is equal to 1 we can get the value of x. So substituting y is equal to 1 in equation 3 we get. That is why I told you number that equation, because we are going to use it here for finding the value of x. Okay, so x is equal to 10 minus 7y. What was equation number 3? X is equal to 10 minus 7y. So in place of y we wrote 1. You can see that 1 is written in the bracket, and therefore x is equal to 10 minus 7. X is equal to 3. In this way we got the value of both the variables x and y. And finally we have to write down the solution as ordered pair. Don't forget to write down the solution. Solution is always in the form of x comma y in round brackets. So your solution is 3 comma 1. Okay, so I hope you have understood this both the methods. In 9th standard you were having one more method. Okay, that method is called as method to solve particular type of equations. Why this method is different and why it is called as particular type of equations, let us see now. So let us take one more example from practice set 1.1. That is question number 2. We are taking sub question number 7 because from there only they start. Okay. So you observe these equations very carefully. What are the equations? 99x plus 101y is equal to 499, and second equation is 101x plus 99y is equal to 501. So observe the coefficients of x and y in both the equations. What you will find is the coefficients are interchanged. The coefficient of x in first equation is 99, but in second equation it is coefficient of y. Similarly, in first equation coefficient of y is 101, but in second equation it is coefficient of x. Okay, so the coefficients are interchanged here. That is why these questions are called as particular type of equations. You will find that these numbers are very big numbers, and if we use the first method, that is equating coefficient method, the calculations will be very big and tedious also. So for such type of equations, one separate method is used, and that method is called as add, subtract and add method. Means we are going to add these equations, from that we are going to get one simpler equation, then we are going to subtract these equations, then we will get one more equation, and when these new equations are added again, we are going to get the answers. Okay, so this method is different, and here we are using addition, subtraction, addition formula here. Okay, in short you can keep in mind as ASA, add, subtract, add. Okay, so let us start. The very first step is to number the equations. Okay, so 99x plus 101y is equal to 499, equation number 1. 101x plus 99y is equal to 501, equation number 2. So as I have said that we are going to add first. Okay, so let us add. Adding equations 1 and 2. So write the equations one below another, and in between you can see plus sign. That means we are adding. So when we add 99x plus 101x, we are going to get 200x, plus 101y plus 99y, we are going to get 200y, and 499 plus 501, it gives us 1000. So addition is done. Now observe the sum there. What is the sum? 200x plus 200y is equal to 1000. You will find that all the coefficients here are divisible by 200. So divide the equation by 200 to get the simple equation. Okay, so dividing the equations by 200, we are going to get x plus y is equal to 5. As I have said you that we have going to get the simple equation. So the simple equation x plus y is equal to 5. Number this equation as 3. So addition is over. Now the next step is subtraction. So now subtracting equation 1 from equation 2. So let us write equation 2 above and equation 1 below, as I have said. Why to do so? Because in second equation coefficient of x is bigger. So always choose the equation in such a way that the bigger coefficient will appear on the top, so that you will not get the negative term. Okay, so 101x plus 99y is equal to 501 minus 99x plus 101y is equal to 499. As said previously, you have to change the sign of the each and every term of second equation. So you can see that in bracket everywhere the minus sign is written. 101x minus 99x, we are going to get 2x, and plus 99y minus 101y, you are going to get minus 2y. And here on left hand side, right hand side, you can see 501 minus 499, that is 2. So again observe the equation. You will find that this equation, all the coefficients are divisible by 2. So let us divide this equation by 2. So when we divide the equation by 2, we get x plus y is equal to 1. One more simple equation we got by subtracting. Number this as 4. Okay. Now the first equation was what? X plus y is equal to 5. And fourth equation is what? X minus y is equal to 1. Okay. So x plus y and x minus y. So if we add them, y will be eliminated. So let us add. That is why it is called as add, subtract and add. Okay. So let us add equations 3 and 4. So equation 3 is x plus y is equal to 5 plus equation 4 is x minus y is equal to 1. And when we add them up, you can very clearly see that plus y and minus y will get cancelled. Y will be eliminated. And x plus x is equal to 2x. And on right hand side, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. And therefore, we got the value of x as 3. Now, this value of x we can put in any one equation, either 3 or 4, and you can get the value of y. So let us substitute this value. Substituting x is equal to 3 in equation 3. As I have said, you can choose any equation. Here I have taken 3. Okay, so in place of x, 3 is written. 3 plus y is equal to 5. And therefore, y is equal to 5 minus 2 and y is equal to 2. So we got the value of x as 3 and value of y as 2. Finally, don't forget to write down the solution. Solution is ordered pair, and so here solution is 3, 2. So students, in this way I have explained you all the 3 methods which you have already studied in 9th standard. Okay. Now let us try to understand the new methods here which we are going to study in 10th standard.